Hey guys, Bella here. I finished the jump rope challenge, but I wanted to make this long video for you to see the struggle bus that I rode for the last 7 days. And let me tell you, it was rough, but we finished it. We're done, and I wanted you guys to see it, so I documented it, and I really think it was a good experience. So if you're looking for a workout challenge, this might be the one for you. But without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm going to be doing a jump rope challenge. You may have seen it. It's like 1,000 jumps a day. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I usually pick a monthly challenge to do every single month, and I've done a 50-mile challenge last month, and I did a 100 squats a day challenge the month before that. So this month is going to be the jump rope, and I'm hoping that I can keep it up for a whole month, but I'm going to start out definitely with doing it for a week and see how that goes. Now, I do own a jump rope, so that's not very difficult. I'm just going to go outside and start doing it. I'm assuming that I'll be able to do 25 to 50 at a time before I have to take a break each time, and then I'll just kind of do sets in my workout. But I'm going to film this and kind of see how my body changes and if it changes at all. I am 182.6 as of recording this. I'm down from 189, which was my starting weight, and all I've been doing recently is just counting calories and trying to cut back on, fast food, drinking, all the things in life that are fun and pleasurable. Trying not to do that. So, yeah, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to actually get ready, and we're going to go do some jump ropes and lift some weights and do some fitness stuff. Okay, so this was my first set of 50, and I can already tell that I have really signed up for a lot because 1,000 didn't sound so bad at first, but this was only 50, and I'm already out of breath, but I'm going to stick with it and see how it goes. Honestly, the only thing that's really bothering me is my boobs are bouncing, and I just feel really self-conscious, but I guess if that's it and I'm able to keep up the stamina, I'm just going to have to keep going and get through it. Okay guys, this is 200 that I've got under my belt. I wanted to film myself to kind of get a progress pic if there is any progress later in the week and later in the month, but I can definitely tell that I'm working hard. I'm out of breath, and I've still got 800 more to go, so this is definitely going to be a tough challenge, and I don't want to sugarcoat it, but I think it's doable. Okay guys, I'm at 550 in, and it's been 17 minutes. My heart rate's gotten up to about 130, 140 at the highest, and I'm doing these in 50 set intervals, so I do 50 at a time, and that way I can mark on my phone. I'm just using the Notes app to mark each time I get 50 more, so I've got 450 to go. One thing that I kind of noticed is that I'm actually able to jump faster than I was able to count at first, so I think that's going to take some getting used to. I'm trying to slow down a little bit just to kind of keep up with the numbers, but I'm just going to try to pick a point where the jump rope hits the ground to count. But that was something I was not really expecting, but it's kind of hard to count and jump and keep everything in coordination. I did discover that switching up the type of jumping that I was doing was really helping. My legs are a little sore and I'm finished, but it wasn't terrible, so I think I'm going to continue on tomorrow, and we'll just keep making this a thing. To get through all 1,000 jumps, it took me 33 minutes, so it took me about 30 seconds per set of 50, and I think that that's a pretty good pace considering I stopped to film this a couple of times, but we'll see how it progresses as the week goes on. Hey guys, so it's day 2 of the 7-day jump rope challenge, and my legs are absolutely killing me. Really sore on the back of my legs, my calves right here. Just really tender just from walking around this morning in my house, but I'm going to go ahead and get the jumps over with early in the day. It's 10:15 a.m., so I'm going to go on my patio and do it. I am a little worried because I'm so sore right now, but I mean, it's not terrible. It's just tender, and yeah, we just got to do 1,000 and get it over with. I'm still feeling pretty self-conscious about the way I look, but whatever, we're all works in progress. We all have to get better every single day, so... and that's the whole point of the challenge, right? To lose weight. So you can see my little gut here, and these aren't the most flattering shorts, but they're just something that I threw on to go outside. But I'm going to keep working on it, keep working on myself. My dogs are definitely working on themselves. Could you not auto-fellatio yourself on the bed, please? That would be great. So we're going outside. We're going outside, and we're going to get started.
I think the hardest part about doing jumps today was how sore my calves were, and I actually got over it pretty quickly. The first 2 hours walking around my house this morning, I was really sore, but actually I think jumping might have actually just made it better. Like, it kind of worked it out a little bit. And yeah, I mean, overall what I would notice in this set is that jumping faster tended to obviously be quicker to get the sets done, and I was a little bit impatient today, and I kind of wish if I could go back and start over that I would have just enjoyed it a little bit more. I was honestly just trying to get through it, and I could tell that was my mindset about halfway through because I was counting down the sets like it was like some terrible thing. And yeah, I wish I would have used a little bit more of like enthusiasm. You can tell here I started dancing and jumping, and it was a little bit more fun. And yeah, there's a lot of different ways that you can jump rope, so if you're not really familiar with them, you can always just look on YouTube for different types of jump roping. I like to get into it and just have a little fun. I would like to work on my form a little bit more because it looks like I'm favoring one arm over the other for swinging, and I guess that's just my dominant arm. But overall today went really well. I'm really proud of myself because if you can't tell, I'm definitely overweight, so doing this many jumps in one day is kind of difficult. But today it actually took me 32 minutes. So yesterday I think it was around 33 minutes, and I just tried to stay focused and stay in the fight and not take too many breaks, and I think that really paid off.
So today is day 3, and I am in the worst pain that I've been in so far. I had pain as soon as I woke up in the morning. Like, that was the first thing. I was like, oh, I have risen again to consciousness. And then I was like, ow, my legs hurt. They're hurting pretty bad, but it has been a couple hours since I woke up, and I'm kind of just like dragging myself around the house, so I'm really worried about how this is going to go, but I'm going to attempt it because why would I not try? You know, I'm not one of those people who just makes excuses. Like, of course it hurts, but I think it's kind of supposed to hurt if you do something 1,000 times for several days in a row. So I'm going to get to it in a little bit and show you guys how it looks, and we'll see if I can make it through day 3 of the challenge.
Alright guys, I'm about to start. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but I for real don't know if I can jump. Like, I jumped 3 times in my room, and it was so painful. For the sake of this video and journalistic integrity and just ultimately being a simp for YouTube, I'm gonna do this. Ow, that was 17. 40 out of 1,000. It's really hurting. Like, it's really hurting. That was 60. I'm gonna have to take a break. This is humbling. So it's been 7 minutes. I've done 250, so I'm a quarter of the way there. And my heart rate's 140. So heart rate's up, but I'm feeling a little bit better. I think I had to get those initial painful jumps out of the way. I'm feeling a little bit better now. My legs are really sore, but I'm doing some different types of jumping, and I think that may help me be able to complete the workout. So this puts me at 350. The shirt had to come off, but it's getting cold. I actually think it might have started to rain and possibly even hail. So I'm really cold now. It was warm earlier, but y'all, check out this gut. This is what's gotta go, y'all. All right, y'all, I just finished day 3. It took me 57 minutes. Says I burned 209 calories. It was really tough, but one thing I'm proud of is this morning when I woke up, I was in a lot of pain, and I was honestly like, man, how am I gonna do this today? I'm committed to this and I want to do this, but I'm already in so much pain. But the first set was the worst, honestly. Like the first 50, after I got that muscle stretch back out and everything, it was a lot easier. I tried to do a little stretching last night for my calves, but I'm just proud of myself that I got through it. Not a fancy gym here. I mean, we're in the middle of a pandemic, so kind of in my opinion is just do what you got to do. Have a yoga mat and some weights, and and some exercise balls, and that's my patio equipment. And it started raining out here, so I sent the dogs back inside, and I'm fixing to go inside myself, guys. It was really, really tough, but I just want to say, if you're on day 3 or you're on day 4 and you're thinking about quitting, just stick with it, keep going, and maybe we can get through this thing together. Hey guys, so it's day 4 and I did make it through all of my jumps in 30 minutes and I felt so much better today. I think just the first couple of days of soreness, I just had to get through it, but I'm getting faster and my stamina seems to be holding on for longer. I'm able to do like 75 jumps now at a time, and I was only able to do like 50 when I started, so I'm getting a little bit better and getting in the groove of things. But yeah, day 4 is in the bag. You can see my crazy dogs running around. I've got my 2 dogs outside and then my best friend's dog as well. Here's Ollie coming in to get a little attention. But yeah, day 4 is a wrap, so we're done with that and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, so it's day 5 of the challenge and I woke up feeling pretty good. I don't really have a lot of soreness anymore in my legs, and I'm really just trying to stay consistent and get through this. So I don't have a lot of time today to jump, so I'm gonna try and hurry up and get this over with. Hopefully do it in about 30 minutes. So let's get to it. Okay guys, this is the last 100 and then we'll be done. So I got 900 down, 100 more to go. And just some notes. I think that this has been the best day so far in terms of my legs feel good, my stamina is much better, and my jump roping is better. I only slapped myself in the leg once today, so it's much better than usual. So this is it. I'm just gonna get through it, and we're 27 minutes in, so I'll probably get finished just in under 30 minutes for today, which is good because I got other things I need to be doing other than jumping up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's 60. Gotta breathe. It's really cold. Last 40. Here we go. 40. Boom! Woo! We done, son. Hey guys, it's day 6 of 7 of the 1,000 jumps a day challenge, and I'm feeling good even though I haven't done my jumps yet and it's like 7:30. But the thing is, I worked all day, so I didn't really have time to do it this morning. And I'm not gonna make any excuses. I'm just gonna get out there and do it, even though it's very, very cold. It is probably the coldest it's been in Alabama so far, but hey, we're not gonna make excuses. We're just gonna go do it to it. And guess what? I recruited someone. My best friend is starting the challenge herself, and she actually texted me yesterday and said that her legs felt like jelly, but she got all her jumps done. And I said, day 3 is kind of bad, but day 4 is good. Day 5 is smooth sailing. So hopefully day 6 is going to be the same. So I'm going to get out there and get started, and I'll give you a little bit of footage. And hey, we're going to do a recap when this is all over with. But what I can tell so far is I have actually a little bit of pain in my glutes and my booty area. So I think that's good, right? Because, I think that I don't really work that area a lot. I do some squats and I do some different types of like deadlift maneuvers sometimes, but this is the most action those glutes have gotten in a long time. So I think it's good. Oh gosh, my best friend's here, so we're gonna get started and do our workout. Here's a quick shot of the workout. It took me about 32 minutes and I did not have any pain at all. I got really into the music and just got it over with, and yeah, I feel good. So one more day left to go, and then I'll do a recap and we can kind of talk about this challenge, but overall I'm really happy with it. Okay guys, it's the last day of the jump rope challenge. I have 250 done out of 1,000. I'm 7 minutes in. Heart rate is like 120. So I'm gonna do a few. It's pouring down rain. My entire patio flooded, so I couldn't go out there. And I waited until it's like late at night to do this, but I'm gonna do it just for you guys. So let's do it. All right guys, so the challenge is over. It's the next day.
So I successfully completed 7 days of 1,000 jumps a day. Probably the most important lesson from this 7-day experiment and challenge was that I can do something that sucks, and despite not wanting to do it, as long as I am disciplined and consistent, I can get it done, and it's not that big of a deal. Usually the days that I didn't want to jump rope, I put it off too long, and I was doing something like procrastinating, and I was thinking about it for a long time before I actually did it. So sometimes I would think about it several times, and I'm looking back on that now, and I'm like, I could have just done it in the amount of time that it took me to think about how much I didn't want to do it, if that makes any sense. Honestly, one thing that I'm going to take away from this is to not overthink my workouts and to just get out there and do it. One thing that I try to do every single day is do some kind of workout for 30 minutes. It doesn't have to be a super hard workout, but I usually do either a cardio workout, a weightlifting routine, or just go for a walk for at least 30 minutes a day. And I feel like that has tremendously helped my mood, my depression, my anxiety, and also my weight loss this year. In March, I started working out like pretty consistently, and I've lost about 9 pounds since then. So I've lost a decent bit of myself. I'm only 5 foot tall, so when you lose weight when you're short, it really shows. And when you gain weight when you're short, it really shows, unfortunately. But from this challenge, another takeaway that I got was that it's more fun to do it with somebody else. When my friend started doing the challenge with me, even though we weren't really like doing it together, like we weren't jump roping together, just the act of like talking about it with her was making it a lot more enjoyable, because I had someone who could relate to what I was feeling. So if you have someone to team up with on this, I highly recommend teaming up, because it just makes it a little bit more enjoyable. Probably the third lesson I learned from this was that you can really suck at something in the beginning and it makes you want to quit, but as you get better and better each and every day, it makes you want to stick with it and you gain momentum. And I honestly think that I'm going to incorporate jump roping into my workout routine more often now, because I feel like I've built endurance for it. Even though it was only a week, I feel like so much more confident in my jump roping abilities, which sounds, I guess, kind of silly, but anyways, it's definitely more motivating the better that you get at something. And when we're first starting out at something, we really just, especially when we're not good at it, it's easy to want to quit, but just kind of sticking it out and going the extra mile and just staying in the fight is really, really important. So I think that's one thing that I took away from this. I just want to wrap up here with giving you my thoughts on the jump rope challenge. I am going to look for another challenge to do, but I might give myself 2 or 3 days of just doing my regular workouts, and then I'm probably going to do some other kind of challenge. Like I said, I've done a squat challenge before. I did the 50-mile challenge last month, so I'm going to look for something that is sort of something new, something that will push me but not too crazy, because I am so sore from the jump ropes. My whole body is sore. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate you. Check out my pink Christmas tree. I need to show someone this. It's kind of cool. Hope you liked the video, guys. If you did, give it a thumbs up and check me out for more videos on workouts, making money online, anything that I want to make a video about, because it's my YouTube channel. All right, see you guys later.